The Dictionary of Real Estate Appraisal, Chapter C continued, page 56. More favorable terms using non-standard financing techniques. See also Alternative Mortgage Instrument, AMI. Creative/loft building. An older retail or industrial building converted to office use and favored by creative users such as the entertainment industry, advertising agencies, and high technology firms. The interior finish typically reflects a deconstructive style that exposes the building's structural and mechanical systems. These buildings often have a shortage of parking because creative industry, high-tech users have more employees than the original users of the buildings. Credible. Number 1, worthy of belief, supported by analysis of relevant information. Credibility is always measured in the context of intended use. SVP. Number 2, worthy of belief, comment. Credible assignment results require support by relevant evidence and logic to the degree necessary for the intended use. USPAP 2016 through 2017 edition. Credit default swap. A transfer of credit exposure between two parties in which the buyer makes periodic payments to the seller and, in return, receives payment if an underlying financial instrument defaults. Credit default swaps can be compared to insurance in that the buyer pays a premium and receives a sum of money if a specified event occurs. Credit enhancement. Provisions provided by insurers to reduce default risk in commercial mortgage-backed securities, CMBS. For instance, reserve accounts, cross-collateralization, cross-default, advance payment agreements, loan replacement. Creditor, a person to whom money is owed. Credit report, a historical record of a person's financial activities. Credit tenant, a tenant in a retail, office, or commercial property with a long history in business, strong financial statements, or a large market presence that could be rated as investment grade by a rating agency. Because the likelihood of honoring their leases, credit tenants are considered less risky to lease to, and developments with credit tenants as anchors are considered less risky investments for lenders. Cross-collateralization, a provision that joins two or more properties collateralizing two or more separate notes that allows cash flows from all properties to be available for any debt payments, property improvements, maintenance, etc. of all properties. Commercial mortgage-backed securities, CMBS, backed by cross-collateralized properties, reduce delinquency risk and add value to the transaction. Cross-collateralization is a form of credit enhancement. Cross-connecting road. A connecting roadway between two nearby, generally parallel roads. Cross default. A provision joining two or more commercial mortgage loans that gives the lender the right to call any of all loans into default. If any single loan is in default, this is a form of credit enhancement. Cross easements. Reciprocal easements created by contract. See also party wall. Cross-examination. The process of questioning a witness whose direct testimony is adverse to the position of the party undertaking the questioning. The purpose of cross-examination is to dilute, neutralize, or completely destroy the effect of the witness's direct testimony. Crossover point. The point in the life of a real property investment when a tax Page 57. Benefit is replaced by a tax burden. See also accelerated depreciation. Cross price elasticity. The response of one good's demand to changes in the price of another good. An example from real estate is the housing demand response to changes in the price of money, interest rates. Crowdfunding, a form of real property financing that aggregates and funnels money from individual investors to a project developer, soliciting investors to pool money online to purchase individual properties. This process opens up investment in commercial real estate to many more individuals than a traditional real estate syndication, but it is subject to SEC regulations. Cubic foot cost. The cost of a building divided by its volume, which means in cubic feet. Cubic foot method. See comparative unit method, quantity survey method, unit in place method. Cul-de-sac. A street with one open end and an enlarged turnaround at the closed end. Culpable. Worthy of blame. Liable in a matter of criminal law. A person is culpable when acting knowledgeably without regard for the consequences to and rights of others. Cumulative attraction. A principle that recognizes that a retail property's location in a retail cluster of similar but not identical retailers attracts more customer traffic than a standalone location would. See also retail agglomeration. Curable depreciation. Items of physical deterioration or functional obsolescence that are economically feasible to cure. Curing an item of depreciation is economically feasible if the cost to cure is equal to or less than the anticipated increase in the value of the property that would result after curing the depreciation. See also cost to cure, curable functional obsolescence, and curable physical deterioration. Curable functional obsolescence. An element of depreciation. A curable defect caused by a flaw in the structure, materials, or design which can be practically and economically corrected. Curable physical deterioration. A form of physical deterioration that can be practically and economically corrected as of the date of appraisal. Excludes vandalism and damage, which are curable conditions but are not accounted for in an estimate of replacement cost or reproduction cost. Current assets. Assets that will most probably be realized in cash, sold, or consumed during the normal operation of a business. Current cost accounting basis. Accounting concept that states the value of fixed assets held by a business in terms of their current costs rather than historic costs. Current dollars. Dollars that account for both real growth and inflation. See also constant dollars. Current liability. A liability that will be paid in the normal operation of business. A short-term debt due in less than a year. Current ratio. The ratio of an enterprise's total current assets, including the balance of the depreciation fund to its current liabilities. An indicator of an enterprise's liquidity and ability to meet short-term, for instance, due within 1 year obligations. Current value. Number 1. Value as of the current time period as compared to past or future value conclusions. Number 2. In accounting, synonymous with market value, current value accounting. In accounting, the practice of showing both the book